Happy Vlogmas Day 22. It's officially 3 days until Christmas. Sunday in New York City. It's very cold outside today. It's like 20 degrees out. I went to hot yoga this morning and it's supposed to be 95 degrees in the room. I think 95 to 98, somewhere in there. But I was in a posture at one point and I could feel the draft from the window come across and like touch my skin. It wasn't very hot. It's very hard to do like hot yoga when it's so cold outside because you can't regulate the temperature as well. Still a very good morning. Went to yoga, got a bagel, kind of just like hung out with friends and enjoyed the last Sunday before Christmas. Now I just came home and showered and I'm getting ready to go back into the city to go shopping again, naturally. I mean, what else would we do? What else would we do any day, but especially today? Went to some really beautiful stores last night and found some nice gifty ideas. So I think I'm gonna go back, pick them up. I went to this amazing store called R.W. Guild. It's in a building that kind of looks like a hotel from the outside. It's a restaurant and a home decor interior shop at the same time. It's very welcoming. You feel like you are in someone's grand living room while you're there, and they're very nice to you. They're like, sit down on the couch, stay for as long as you want. And I was like, don't tempt me with a good time because I will move in. And I can just live here if that's what you want. They had really beautiful glassware, so I think I'm gonna go back there and get a couple glasses. And I wanted to make my friend a burr basket for Christmas because it's like a little joke that we have, and I have a basket already, but I wanted to get some little like Lush bath bombs and maybe face masks and just some like cutie little things for that. And then I'm gonna come home and wrap some presents because I have a couple things that need to get wrapped. I have done more this holiday season than I've ever done any other holiday season. Usually I just go see the tree and then just do some fun things along the way. Crazy thing is, when I used to work in the fashion industry, I was an account manager for luxury brands. So we would sell collections and ship them out. And usually November, December was our busiest time of the year. In December, I would go to LA to sell to West Coast stores. I would go to Milan, Italy to see the new upcoming collection. And then usually I would go back to LA again, all in December. And then I would be back in the office working whenever I was home in New York. And I would be at work 6-7 days a week, usually from 7 in the morning. I would go to a 5 a.m. Barry's boot camp class. It was crazy back then. My life was totally different. I can't even imagine doing it right now. But I would go to a 5 a.m. Barry's boot camp class. I would get to my office 7 a.m., be at my desk 7, work all day, and then usually I'd leave around 8 o'clock at night. I wouldn't do anything for Christmas. I actually used to set up a Christmas tree in my office because I spent so much time in the office that was like my home. I was paid for it for the most part, but at the same time, it was just this deadly cycle of work as much as I could, and then not really get to enjoy any of my life. It was just really nice this year to be able to go out and about and see everything and take in everything that New York has to offer, because I feel like when you live somewhere, tourists see more of the city than you do just because you're so busy living life and working, and you just get caught up in all of it and you're like, that stuff's for tourists, it's not for me. But it was actually very cool. I had a lot of fun. It was a great time. So for now, I'm going to head back into the city, go to some shops, pick some stuff up, try not to be in there too long, and then come home, wrap some presents, and relax a little bit. Their gift wrap is so beautiful here. Everything gets wrapped in this little packaging with a bow on top. Just gorgeous. I've been meaning to check out this grocery store. It's called Happier Grocer, and people say it's like the Erewhon of New York City, and I just walked by. So let's just go inside and see what it's like, just for fun. I just love going to grocery stores and walking around. Like a typical American grocery store, but it is like a typical fancy New York grocery store. Definitely very nicely done.
Love your hat.
Oh, thank you. Downstairs too with flowers and pantry, dairy. Let's go down, shall we? Super impressive non-alcoholic drink selection. These are like NA beers, NA CBD drinks. These look like just different mocktails. More mocktails, like a phony Negroni, non-alcoholic wine. These look interesting. Sour cherry, cold brew coffee, garam masala, allspice, nutmeg, pink peppercorn. This sounds so good. I might get this for Christmas actually. This sounds like very Christmassy and delicious. What's this one? Yuzu, whole oranges, Vergis, cinnamon, Murray, river salt. I think I'm gonna get this to have for Christmas as an NA drink. Made in Australia. Wa-la-di-da. Cool how they have the clothes merchandised inside of the refrigerator with the flowers. That is so cool. I love stuff like this. Just unique. Look at how cute this tea packaging is. Flower head tea. I think it's just like regular tea probably in a normal tea bag. Mrs. Rubioson. Double mint rose, the deep steep, chronic wellness. These are pretty too, but like I love this packaging. How cool is this? This is like nice to give as a gift, you know what I mean? Look good. I kind of want to get them. They're like Swedish gummies almost. Chewy bliss you won't want to miss. I just like the tagline actually. What's this? Blobs. This is fun. I'm having a good time. This is a crazy ice cream selection. Smear case, peanut butter, Froco ice cream. I'm guessing that that's frozen coconut ice cream. Dirty Spoon. McConnell's. I love this ice cream. And then Van Leeuwen, which is always good. What's over here? Jenny's, also always good. Blue Marble. More McConnell's. Malai. This is based out of Brooklyn, I think. I've never had it, but a lot of people really like it. Heard of this before. Dell's Farmhouse Creamery, salted caramel stroopwafel, maple snickerdoodle, peanut butter cup. This sounds delicious. I wish I was near my house because I would get it to try it. I love walking around a grocery store, especially an expensive grocery store. It's just an experience. You never know what you're gonna find. These are all the canned drinks they have. Sodas and sparkling waters, which is crazy. Carrot, silk, chili. All different kinds of coconut water, teas, mushroom tea, Olipop, Poppy. What is this, Turbo Squirrel? And then over here is all of the produce and salads and everything. Some little vegetables taking a shower, staying moist. There's probably 30 different kinds of water. Japanese water. What is this? This is from the UK, British water. Italy, Lake Tahoe water. I'm gonna get a couple bags of these candies too, just to use as like additional holiday gifts. I got this fancy bag too. Look at that. How cool am I? A crazy grocery store. It was really nice in there. I thought it was just gonna be all hype and not super nice, but it actually was very nice. Oh my God, look at this place. So cute. So many Santas. But it was actually really nice and they had a lot of cool products. After I worked in the fashion industry, I actually sold sodas for a while. Like I worked for this small, independently owned startup company that made fancy sodas. And I was just really interested in the grocery store, like beverage world, and I wanted to learn about it. And I just always loved being in grocery stores, and I was curious about the psychology of why people bought certain foods over other foods. And I just wanted to learn the ins and outs of the industry. So I ended up applying for a job in the beverage industry after I quit my fashion industry job, and I got it, and I got to work selling sodas into grocery stores, and it was the hardest job I ever had. It was so hard. I was going into bodegas and grocery stores and like begging them to give the brand a try, lugging around giant cases of soda, and I learned a lot. But man, I totally underestimated how hard of a job it was, and it totally made me look at the grocery industry in a completely different way. Before I go home, I think I'm gonna check out the Baggu store and see what they have for all their different prints. Actually, I haven't been into a Baggu store in so long. So just gonna go in and see, and then I'm going home because I can't feel my fingers. I'm in Dyker Heights seeing all the Christmas lights. It's my first time ever doing this, and you guys, the hype is real. I thought that it was gonna be overrated, but this is amazing. This is, every house is totally decked out. Oh my god, look at this street. I think this is the best one. They say 84th and 12th is where like all the crazy houses are, and the lights. Hang on. Oh, these little elves are so cute. Look at them, just dancing. And the little reindeer. This house with the nutcrackers at the steps, they're like 6 feet tall. They look real. And then they have a star on top of their house. Okay, Okay, so I went to go see the famous Christmas decorations in Dyker Heights tonight. I've never been before. For those who don't know, Dyker Heights is a neighborhood in South Brooklyn. It's a very old school Italian neighborhood. Really, really nice houses. It's not what you think of when you think of New York. They're like big houses, but they're close together. And they do crazy Christmas decorations. It's world famous. It's been on all different television shows and in the newspaper and everything. I've never been. And I never knew if it was worth it because, you know, sometimes with those things, people make a big deal out of it and then it gets really busy and then it's not actually worth it. It was amazing. It was so cool. So many houses. It wasn't just like one or two houses. Like everyone participates. Every road that you walk down just has like crazy, beautiful decorations and everyone's walking around in a good mood. I mean, it was a Sunday night at like 9 o'clock and it's 15 degrees outside. So it was busy, but it wasn't crazy busy. I can imagine on a warm night, it's probably crazy, like a Friday, Saturday night. But I will say it was worth it. The hype was real. I had a great time. I want to get a house in Dyker Heights. Like forget about the house on Block Island. I want a house in Dyker Heights so I could decorate like that. I never really thought about getting a house before. I've lived in an apartment since I was 21 years old and I never thought about getting a house. But when I see crazy holiday decorations like that, I'm like, ugh, I have like house jealousy. I want it so bad. Family put Christmas lights up outside and like wreaths and whatever. We never did the crazy inflatables and all those decorations. But if I had a house, I would be going big and going home because I would be home. Go big and go home. So fingers crossed one day, guys. That would be so fun to decorate the outside of a house. We'll see. We'll keep manifesting that. I'm going to put crazy yard decorations on my vision board for 2025. Anyway, it's time to do the advent calendars. We have the candle. Day 22. Look at how small it is now. I can't think about it too much or else I'm going to cry. There's only 2 more days left after this. It's so small. We're going to light this guy. Make a wish. Look at it. Oh, I accidentally blew it out. Oopsies. That's the first time I did that. This whole time. Oh, my lights just turned off too. It's time for bed. Those are my 11 o'clock timer lights. So we'll light these. And then I'm going to put this guy over here. And I'm going to turn my lights back on. And now we're going to do the Nutcracker Advent Calendar. Yesterday we had, what was her name? Madam Ginger. She's fab. She's amazing. This was my favorite. I know, every day I say, this is my favorite. This one was my favorite for sure. Because she is everything that I want to be in a person. Look how fabulous she is. She's like, look at me, I'm Madam Ginger. Anyway, there you have day 22, a big envelope. This better be good. Because it's replacing the queen. My queen. Oh, pretty. Dewdrop and her flowers perform a beautiful waltz. Ah! I'm assuming this one is Dewdrop with the shorter skirt. And then these ones are her flowers. I want to keep Madam Ginger in there for one more day. I'm not ready to take her out. I think I'm just going to put these girls in the front and they'll all be on together. I know I'm supposed to remove her, but I just love her so much. And they can all dance together. And that's fine. Beautiful. Stunning. I'm just editing my video, getting ready to go to bed. I was trying to figure out what I want to do tomorrow. I think I want to go to the dollhouse store on the Upper East Side because when I went the first time, they only had a very small vignette of Christmas stuff out. And I think now the whole store is decorated for Christmas and I just really want to see it. Selfishly, I think that it would bring me a lot of joy. And tomorrow's my last day really in the city because Tuesday is Christmas Eve and that's pretty much it. I'm going to be doing family things on Tuesday. So I think tomorrow I need to go uptown and see the dollhouse store and then check out some other things up there and enjoy the last of the holly jolly vibes in the city. So I just wanted to take a minute to say I don't talk about personal things on here that often or on my social media or in my personal life either. I'm not the kind of person who talks about things that are intimate to me or certain issues that I'm going through. I kind of keep it to myself, but I did want to say, as much as this time of year is joyful and happy, I understand that there are a lot of people who are going through difficult things in their life, and this time of year can bring up a lot of emotions and challenges and issues with family and friends and all those things. So I just wanted to say that I see you and I feel you, and I'm thinking of you this time of year, and I understand. I understand, and I would be lying if I said that everything was just perfect all the time, and there aren't challenges that come with this time of year for me as well. So I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge that, because I know with social media it can be really hard, and we compare ourselves to other people and we think that certain people have perfect lives and everything is always amazing, but it's not always perfect. And I think it's important to enjoy every part of life that you can and savor each moment, and you know, that's all. That's all I gotta say. If you're going through a hard time and if this time of the year is not easy for you, I see you and my heart goes out to you. So with that, Vlogmas Day 22 comes to an end. I hope you enjoyed watching. Little grocery tour, little Dyker Heights lights walk. And tomorrow we will continue with day 23, Pavlova and maybe the dollhouse store. So I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Good night. Goodbye.